All right, Allison, we've talked about how important it is for torso strength, and now let's talk a little bit more about the leg strength. Through the pitching motion, throughout the motion, the legs are always straight. There's really not much bend at the hip, at the knee. They should stay pretty straight. What are some exercises that we can do to strengthen the leg while it's staying relatively straight?
All right, probably the best thing that I know would be the straight leg or stiff leg deadlift. And that attacks the portion of the hamstring up high toward the gluteals, and it's really great for low back stability. So let's go ahead, Deanne, and get a shoulder width stance, shoulder width grip. As Deanne bends forward, the bar is going to stay very close to her body. Her chest is a little bit past parallel to the floor. Her eyes are focused forward. She's going to stand up nice and tall before she begins her next lift. Her back is straight. And she should get a lot of eccentric stretch on the hamstring area. And what we're going to do next is turn her around so you can get a side view of this exercise. Go ahead. And again, I want you to notice a nice straight back, chest a little bit past parallel to the floor, soft knees as she lowers the bar, and the bar stays very close to the body so there's no strain on the low back. Let's do a few more of those. Okay, that's excellent, Deanne. Another great exercise, Kathy, if you'll help me spot here, is called a good morning. And this is a little bit more advanced than the deadlift. The weight is up on the body. The same principles apply. You want to have a nice balanced stance, eyes forward. We're going to have Deanne bend forward till her chest is a little bit past parallel, soft knees, and again, we're going to use the gluteals, the low back, and the hamstrings on an eccentric or stretching contraction. This is a fantastic exercise for the hamstring. Is that what you had in mind, Kathy?
Yeah. Now, people are going to ask about the strain on the back in this area.
Okay.
Obviously, we're working with athletes who are supposed to be relatively strong, and they're going to get into some strained positions. Is it important that we do some exercises like this to keep the back strength up?
Absolutely, because if you're going to put the pitcher through a wide range of motion, she has to strengthen the body throughout that range of motion. Maybe your everyday person wouldn't want to do this exercise, but I would highly recommend it for an athlete that's going to be using low back and torso, especially in a torquing type motion.
Okay, so what are some other exercises that that the pitchers particularly can do for just general leg strength?
All right, we can start with a lunge. Now I know you said that they use relatively straight legs, but we still want to have the quads, the gluteals, the hamstrings, and the low back strong. This is a fairly specific motion to softball in general, so we'll use it as a general strengthening exercise. Notice as Deanne steps out far enough, her knee doesn't pass the line of her toe, and her trail knee does not hit the ground. Her kneecap does not come in contact with the ground.
And these are called?
Traveling lunges. You want to come back and do a few more. Back is relatively straight. Eyes are forward. She's not leaning forward or arching backward.
Okay, a lot of people have seen this same exercise, the lunge done, where the athlete is pushing forward and then stepping right back into position. Why are we doing it what you call a traveling lunge, where they move forward through the lunge? What's the difference?
Kathy, for several reasons. First and foremost, I think it's less stress on the trail knee, the joint of the knee. And secondly, we work our quads and gluteals so much. By stepping back, we're actually employing those more. By continuing to move forward, we're employing more of the hamstring muscle to get a better balance between the front and back of the body.